I'm about to read you some messages about me telling guys on Tinder about my X-rated job. So this first guy that I told, I matched with him because we seemed to have a lot in common. Plus he had this really sexy like action video shot of him doing something really masculine. So when we matched, I let him know that like I really liked his action shot and I thought it was very attractive. And he said likewise, the feeling is mutual. So we were off to a good start. Then we got talking about, of course, what we do for work. And he said, I'm a content creator. And then he sent me his Instagram and I was like, amazing. I'm a content creator too. We have so much in common. And I sent him my Instagram, my business one, without any context whatsoever about it at all. And then this is what he said immediately in reply. Thank you, I don't judge. I think it's good to educate women to take power of their own sexuality and finances too. Thanks, guy. However, I do want to clarify, are you viewing this, me, as a way to recruit clients for yourself? Are you genuinely looking to date? Fair question. To which I had to respond, I'm not a worker. I'm building a business school for adult industry workers. My Insta is business coaching. I'm on here as myself. And he said, perfect. Again, no judgment. But that vibe isn't in alignment with me. And I said, no problem, re-judgment. Everyone has different views. And I had to go on to say, to be clear, I used to do that job. It's just that I no longer do that anymore. Is that going to be an issue? To which he said, I wasn't super clear, my bad. I was just saying if it were the case that you do it now, it wasn't going to work for me, but otherwise that's fine. You're a good communicator. And so we cleared that up. It was a little bit clunky, but that all got cleared up. He said, I'm still keen to chat and to take you out for dinner. So that was an interesting response. And look, I think my immediate reaction was probably like slightly negative. Like, well, like why was it, like if it was an issue then, but it's not now, what's going on there? But I think it's important to be open to understand because there could be many reasons for why he has that opinion. And so I'd be willing to go out with this person and at least have one conversation about, okay, well, like what's going on here? What's the view on this? On to number 2, I was chatting with this little cutie back and forth and he said, what do you do for work? And I said, I run a business education platform for industry workers and I'm super passionate about it. To which he simply said, oh, nice! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. That is such a cool business. I love a business gal with a winky face. So that was really sweet. Number 3 asked me again what I do for work and I said, I run a business education platform for industry workers. I'm super passionate about it, which is true. And he said, okay, wow, full stop. Not what I would have guessed, but power to you. Thank you. And this last one, we were talking for a while and actually went back and forth a little bit. And eventually he said, I'm curious, do you run your own business? Because we've been speaking and we hadn't covered that yet. And I said, I do. I run a business education platform for industry workers. I'm super passionate about it. And then he said, that's great. I'm a digital entrepreneur as well. I would love to hear your story about how you started it, motivations and all. I said, sure, I'd be happy to share. Smiley face. So overall, I'd say out of the 4 people that I've told, I've had 4 overwhelmingly positive responses. It's good to know that the men of Australia are so open-minded and interested to learn more. There was no like immediate, that doesn't work for me.